to another edition of Eric's Product Reviews brought to you by hollywoodfrodo.com. I am Eric, and today I'm really excited to talk to you about this product because it's been awesome for me and my spouse. What is it? It's called the BedJet. What is a BedJet? In a nutshell, the BedJet is a cooling, warming, climate comfort system for you while you're in bed at night sleeping. Its basic goal is to keep you comfortable while you sleep, keep you at a comfortable temperature, and help you get a better night's sleep. How does it do that? It basically is using a convective slash evaporative method, which sounds kind of convoluted, but I'll explain that. Using airflow and temperature control to keep you comfortable at night and help you sleep through the night. It's an awesome product. In fact, just recently there was actually a clinical study that even proved that it was, I think, the first device ever proven to reduce bedtime symptoms of menopause, like poor sleep and hot flashes. And there's more information about that on the BedJet website. But in a nutshell, it's awesome. What does it do and how does it do it? I'm going to tell you all about it. Basically, it was created by a former NASA engineer, someone who really knows what they're doing, and it takes air and helps keep air flowing underneath your covers at night. Because what do? You go to bed, you cover up, you're comfortable, but then after a couple of hours, you've been under these covers, stagnant air, your body heat's collecting. If you're like me, you wake up in the middle of the night and you're hot and you're sweaty. Even in the winter, I'll go to bed, I'll be all nice and warm and cozy, but then I wake up 2 or 3 hours later and I'm hot and I'm ripping off the covers, or half my body's out of the covers, half my body's in the covers, because nothing is regulating the temperature under those covers. Even if you have an air conditioner on in the summer, or a heater on in the winter, or a fan in your window, that's controlling the room temperature, but it's not affecting the temperature in your covers. And when you're all covered up, the temperature continues to rise generally throughout the night. The BedJet solves that. The BedJet is a small unit, as you can see. It pulls in air and then blows that air through your sheets, through your covers, over your body. Now, that might sound like, wait a second, I don't want air just blowing over me all night. It isn't like that, because you have full control of the air flow from 0% to 100%. So whether it's a very subtle, almost unnoticeable amount, or if you're someone who does like more airflow, you can go 100% and you will have a lot of airflow. It's completely controllable by you, as well as by using the AirComforter sheet that BedJet has. It's a dual layer sheet where the air actually flows between those two layers and then comes out of the bottom layer that's closest to you to keep it so that it's more evenly flowing over you, which is just an awesome effect. Now the BedJet is what I call passive cooling and active heating, but its main goal most of the time is to keep you cool and comfortable while you're sleeping, regardless of whether you're using the cool or the heat mode. When you're using the cool mode, the reason I say that's passive, there's no freon, it's an air conditioner, it's not blowing, cooling air and blowing. It's when you're on the cool mode, it's pulling the air from the floor level of your bedroom and just blowing that air as it is without changing the temperature, blowing that again at the rate percentage that you use, helping that air keep flowing under your sheets, under the covers that you're sleeping under. If you put it in heat mode, then you actually control the temperature, but heating mode starts at 72 degrees, which is not hot. If you are under a bunch of covers at night, and our body temperature is 98.6 degrees, then you're probably, you get up there pretty fast. 72 degrees is actually cool and comfortable. So a lot of times when you're cooling yourself, quote unquote, using the BedJet, you're actually using it on the heat mode. That's what I've been using, is on the heat mode. For me, generally somewhere between 72 degrees and 76 degrees is what is comfortable for me. So I'm usually keeping it in there. So I'm using the heat mode, but I'm actually cooling. And why is that? Because as long as that air is continually flowing over you at 74 degrees, that is a cooling effect. Because if you're just under covers with no airflow and it's stagnant and your body heat is collecting under there, you're probably getting up to the 80 degrees or over mark. So 74 degrees is actually a very cool, very comfortable temperature. Of course, if you want it cooler than that, then you can use the cool method, where it's just pulling in air from the floor level of your bedroom and blowing that in there. Each person's different, and that's what's awesome about the BedJet. It allows you to set it to what's comfortable for you. Now, it does come with a remote control, which you can use to control basic functions of the BedJet, but honestly, I don't use that at all. And why? Because you can connect to the BedJet through Bluetooth and use the BedJet app to fully and completely control the exact degree of temperature, the exact percentage of airflow, as well as it allows you to set a program for the night. You can either set a timer, so you have it on a setting and it just counts down and then turns off, or what I use is a program where I have it set at a specific temperature and airflow for 2 hours, and then switch to a slightly different temperature and slightly different airflow for the next 2 hours, and then switch to the next for the temperature and airflow for the next 5 hours. Whatever you want to do, you can program it and send that program to the BedJet using the app, and it'll follow that program throughout the night, which is awesome. I'm going to have another review where I'm going to focus solely on the app and how that works. And I'm also going to have another review where I show you more about setting up the BedJet or for your bed and the whole setup process. In this review, I'm just going to talk about using it and my experience and why I think it's great. Setup is very simple. Like I said, it can go under the bed or it can go on the side of the bed. There is a tube that comes out to the side of your bed that allows the air to flow, or else to the foot of your bed to allow the air to flow through the covers. You do not have to purchase the AirComforter from BedJet. You can just have it flow underneath your sheets, especially if you're a single person. That might work. Although I highly recommend the AirComforter because the way it controls the flow is awesome. If you're going to use the AirComforter, you have the option. If you're single or brave and married, then you can have a single zone where the entire sheet is the same using one BedJet. If you're married, then you can get the dual, if you're married, if you have two people sleeping in the bed, whether you're married or not, you can get the dual zone AirComforter sheet where you have two separate zones. So you can use that with one BedJet, where one person has the flow and has the BedJet and the other person does not. Or the setup that me and my spouse have, we have two BedJets, so we each have our own BedJet controlling our own side of the bed with our side of the sheet with the dual zone AirComforter. And that, to me, if you're sharing the bed with someone, is the way to go, because let's face it, no two people want it exactly alike. And it's great because my spouse can control how he wants his side of the bed and the airflow and the temperature and all that stuff, and then I control mine independently, and it works great. Aside from that hose, if you need a longer hose, then you can get an extension and make it 8 feet, because the BedJet goes under the bed. You need a 7-inch clearance for the BedJet to fit under the bed, and then you need a 3-inch clearance on the side for the hose to come out. Like I said, you can get the extension if you need that. You can use an extension cord. The BedJet has to be plugged directly into the wall. They do not want you to plug it into like an extension cord with three things on it, like a cheap household extension cord, or even a power strip, because it'll be too much power for it. So you need to plug it directly into the wall. If you need more length on that, then you can use a single heavy-duty 15 amp 1800 watt appliance grade extension cord, where you just plug one thing into it just to make the single power thing longer, but don't plug two into one. That would not work. But yeah, you can do that if you need to get a little more distance. But it does come with a pretty long extension cord, and yeah, I just can't say enough about it. I love it. Now, if you want to know about the noise level, it is fairly quiet. We have a HEPA filter, room air filter running in our bedroom. It's louder than the BedJet. I don't hear the BedJet at all because it is louder than the BedJet. So I noise-wise don't know if the BedJet's on or off. But if you turn that off, then you can hear the BedJet, and I'm gonna jump over to video where I show you the different levels of the sound. So right now I have the camera at the head of the bed, about where your head would be, and this is silence. Nothing is on, so you can hear that. And then I'll turn it on heat, and it's on 25%. So that's what it sounds like at 25%, and this is with the unit not under the bed. This is with the unit on the side of the bed. So the unit is fairly close to where I am. It's still a very low noise. It'd be even less if it was under the bed. And now I'm going to up it to 50%. Just a low, very consistent sound. Not as loud as a bathroom fan. And then I'm going to up it to 75%. And now I'll up it to 100%. So as you can see, there are different levels of sound depending on whether you've got 10% airflow or 100% airflow. But generally speaking, it's very quiet. It's less noise than your average ceiling fan. Definitely less noise than a window fan or even the air conditioner if you run air conditioner. It's very kind of a low background. For me, it's good ambient noise if nothing else. But on the lower airflows, it's not really that loud at all. On the maximum airflow, it's not that loud, but you would hear it a little bit, more background noise than anything else. Anyway, not really anything that's to me disturbing. It's actually a very nice kind of background noise. But like I said, we have a HEPA filter running in our bedroom, which is way louder, so I don't even ever hear the BedJet. Also, just note the BedJet does come with a 60-day risk-free warranty, so if you were to buy one and for some reason you didn't feel like it worked for you, within 60 days you can return it risk-free. However, I can't imagine they have many people doing that because it works so great and so awesome. I can't imagine many people return it because yeah, once you sleep with it, you're going to realize, oh my goodness, why I wish I had this sooner, because now I'm sleeping much better than I was before. For me, it's just really helped with keeping me at a comfortable temperature all night, especially having the, like, getting really hot at night or having like dealing with like waking up and kind of having that sweaty feeling from where you've been under the covers and your body heat and stuff. You don't get that when you have the BedJet. You wake up and you feel refreshed and you feel like you've gotten a great night's sleep. It just really works really great, and I can't say enough great things about it. I will have a link in the description below to the BedJet website, which is probably the best place to read more about it and also pick one up for yourself. Again, the AirComforter is optional, but personally I do recommend it. Either the single zone if you're a single person, or the dual zone if you're married or have someone you're sharing the bed with. And you know, it may seem a little pricey at first, but I do recommend, if you're two people in a bed, that you have the dual zone with two BedJets. I say think of it as an investment, and one that, as far as I'm concerned, is well worth it, because what could be better, more important than getting a good night's sleep every single night, and the BedJet will definitely help you do that. Anyway, that's it for this review. If you like this review, please click that like button. If you have any questions about the BedJet, something I didn't cover, of course I will have the 2 other videos coming up with more information. But if you have questions, feel free to ask them below, and I will do my best to respond as quickly as I can. Don't forget to favorite this playlist to keep up with future video reviews, or subscribe to my channel if you want to keep up with all the videos I do. Anyway, that is going to be it until next time, so have a great day.